Hello, Mukulikeyo, Mukanisa. I hope you had a great Sabbath today. I have come back and I just wanted to share what I learned at church today. So, in the lesson, they were addressing the issue of husband and wife at the cross. So you are in a situation in the home and how you deal with each other. Basically, this is what was being discussed. And the question or a scenario was discussed where, in the African context, the women taught to submit more to the man, and the man obviously was commanded in the Bible to love their wives, but the wives were commanded to submit to their husbands. So there was a lot of discussion going, around and saying that why should women submit to the men, like in this society where we are, for example, in the UK, men and women are equal in so many respects. You go out to work, you come back, you are both tired. Why should a woman, have one role and then a man, have another role? And then the thing that I shared was the thing that we were taught about this kneading business. Yeah. We were told that the lower you go, the higher you can build. And as I shared that, I was actually sharing it from me. I learned so much from that. Because when you look at skyscrapers, the buildings that are the tallest are the buildings that have got a foundation that goes deeper and deeper in the ground. So the lower you go, the higher you can build. And then this brought me to think about humility and humbling ourselves. When you humble yourself, your father comes down. When a woman kneels, she's on her knees and speaking to the husband, because this is the discussion that was going on. If a woman is on her knees, the husband is standing over the woman. The woman's voice is soft, so the husband will have to come from the height that he's at to come and meet the woman where she is so that they can have a meaningful conversation. Likewise, when we go to God in prayer, we are told to kneel on our knees and speak to our God. And He sees what is inside of our hearts and He will, cater for our needs. So, likewise, when a woman is kneeling and speaking to the husband or to the provider, whoever that is, we think that they'll be more receptive than when you are all standing at the same level. So humility pays. Humility is a virtue, and we should all try and hold onto it. The other thing I learned from church is what the pastor was talking about in his sermon. And he was talking about David and Solomon, how David wanted to build the temple, but God did not allow David to build the temple. It was his son who built the temple. And everyone praised Solomon for building this temple. But they were not praising David. David planned the temple. David planned to the detail, to the tiniest detail of how this temple should look. But when he had built it, or when his son had built it, no one recognized David. And then the pastor went on to talk about a film. We have all gone to view a film at one stage. And as soon as the visuals come to an end, we just get up and get out of our seats and we want to leave. No one ever waits to read the credits. No one ever waits to read the name of the person who colored, the person who edited that film, the person who dressed the artist, the person who thought about the script, the person. We don't. We just praise those we have seen on the screen. And the pastor said that what we do when we look for human praise, then we have received our reward. But those things that we do in secret are the ones that God um, appreciates or rewards more. God rewards us when we do things for others in secret, when we do When we work for God in secret, God rewards that. But when we do a public service and we want everyone to acknowledge us, we have received our reward. The person who writes the script for a film, even though we don't praise this person, they receive some royalties as well. So let us always try to look out for God's reward in whatever we do, rather than seeking out human praise. I hope you also learned something from church today, and I do hope and pray that you'll be able to share what you learned. God bless you and have the rest of the Sabbath day in a peaceful environment, in a worshipful environment. God be with you. Bye bye.